Good. Now we can tell them. Tell us what?
What's going on?
Tony and I are engaged. Engaged?
Now, you're ruining my life. I hope you're satisfied.
I ruined your life. You ruined mine.
What you need is a good spot.
Don't you come to me. You cut away.
Don't worry, I wouldn't come to you with 10 foot food.
And I wouldn't even touch you with a 20-foot pole.
Let's get out of this.
Visitors, always visitors. Nothing but visitors all day long. Naku! I'm beginning to feel like a society matron. Oh, Tony, I thought you were in the provinces.
Oh, is that you, Aling Atang?
Yes, of course, it's I, foolish boy. Who do you think it was? Carmen Rosales?
Oh, you don't look like Aling Atang.
I had my haircut. Do I look so horrible?
Oh, no. You look just wonderful. For a moment, I thought you were Kikay.
Oh, you are so bolero as ever, Tony. But come in, come in. Here, sit down. How is your mother?
Oh, poor mother. She's homesick for Tondo. But she wants to come back here only at once.
How long have you been away?
3 months.
3 months? 3 months is too long for a Tondo native to be away from Tondo. Ay, my kumare, how bored she must be out there.
Well, you know, Aling Atang, we engineers are always called for a job. But as long as I finish that bridge in Bulacan, me and my mother will coming back here in Tondo.
Yes, you must bring her back as soon as possible. We miss whenever we play mahjong.
Oh, that was she misses at all.
Now I understand how she feels. Your mother could never become a provinciana, Tony. Once a Tondo girl, always a Tondo girl. I always say, but I wonder if that's true after all. Look at my Kikay. She was over there in America for a whole year, and she says that she never felt homesick.
When did Kikay arrive, Aling Atang?
Last Monday.
Oh, I didn't know she had come back from New York until I read it from newspaper.
That girl arrived last Monday and look at what has happened to me. When she first saw me, she was furious. She said that I need a complete overhauling. She dragged me off to a beauty shop and look what has happened to me. My hair is cut, my eyebrows are shaved, my nails are manicured, and whenever I go to market, I must use lipstick and rouge. All my kumares are laughing at me.
Oh, you look just wonderful, Aling Atang. Where is she?
Who?
Kikay, is she at home?
Of course, she is at home. She's still sleeping.
Sleeping?
She says that in New York people don't wake up before 12 o'clock noon.
Oh, it's already 10 o'clock now.
Besides, she has been very busy. Uy, the life of that girl since she came home. Welcome parties here and visitors all day long. That girl has been spinning around.
Well, will you just tell her that I welcomed her home and also gave these flowers too?
But surely you're not going yet, Tony.
Oh.
While you and she grew up together, sit down again, Tony. I will go and wake her up.
Oh, please don't bother, Aling Atang. I can come back some other time.
You wait right there, Tony. She'll be simply delighted to her childhood friend, and she'll want to thank you in person for these flowers. How beautiful they are, Tony. How expensive they must be.
Oh, they are nothing at all, Aling Atang.
Oh, Tony,
Yes, Aling Atang.
you must not call me Aling Atang.
Why not?
Kikay doesn't like it. She says I must tell people to call me Mrs. Mendoza. She says it's a more civilized form of address. So, and especially in front of Kikay, you must call me Mrs. Mendoza.
Yes, yes, Mrs. Mendoza.
Wait just a minute and I will call Kikay.
Huh?
Oh, Anthony,
Yes, Aling. Yes, Mrs. Mendoza.
you must not call Kikay. Kikay.
Why?
You must call her Francesca.
Francesca?
Not Francesca, Francesca.
But why Francesca?
She says that in New York everybody calls her Francesca. This is how all those Americans in New York pronounce her name. And she wants everybody here to pronounce it in the same way. She says it sounds so chichi, so Italian. Do you know that many people in New York thought she was an Italian from California. So be sure and remember, do not call her Kikay. She hates that name. Call her Francesca.
Yes, Mrs. Mendoza.
Wait right here while I'll call Francesca. Ay, Diyos mío.
Never mind, Mrs. Mendoza, I'll answer it.
Just tell them to wait, Bon.
Okay.
Tony?
Totoy!
You're old son of your father.
Big, what about you?
Meron ba tayo dyan?
You asked me that, huh? You look like a walking gold mine. How many diamonds have you looting, huh?
Oy, more slowly there. It's you the police are looking for.
Impossible! I'm a reformed character, man!
Make way for the Tondo boys!
Yeah, bang bang! Good to see you, old pal. Here, have some cigarettes.
I thought you were in Bulacan, partner.
Yes, I am. I just came here to say hello to Kikay.
Tony, I've been hearing about most frightful things about Kikay.
So have I?
People are saying that she's gone crazy.
No, she has gone in New York.
What she's doing in New York.
Oh, studying agriculture and food science. And she got a diploma.
Uy! Imagine that! Our dear old Kikay?
Pardon me, but she is not Kikay anymore. She is Francesca.
Francisca?
Francesca, our Miss Tondo girl, is now an American.
Kikay, an American?
Yes.
Don't make me laugh. Why I know that girl when she was still selling rice cakes? Puto kayo dyan! Puto kayo dyan!
Remember when we pushed her into the canals?
She chased us around all the streets.
Let go. How did Kikay could fight?
Dear old Kikay.
Oh.
Why? It's Totoy!
Nena, my own!
And Tony too?
Oh.
What's all of this? A Canto Boy reunion?
We have come to greet the lady from New York.
So have I. Is she at home?
Yes, and Aling Atang is trying to wake her up.
Trying to wake her up? Is she still dreaming?
No, she's awake already. She's changing. Good morning, Nena. Good morning, Totoy. Well, Totoy. Well, Nena. I said good morning. Why are you staring at me like that?
Is that you, Aling Atang?
Good God! It's Aling Atang!
Totoy, Aling Atang is now prefers to be called Mrs. Mendoza.
Oh, Tony. You know it's not I, but Kikay who prefers it. She was delighted with this flower, Toddy. She thanks you very much. Nana, if you don't stop gaping at me, I'll pinch you.
How you used to pinch me, Aling Atang, when I was a little girl.
You were a very naughty girl, always fighting with Kikay. You were also very naughty children. This one especially, always sneaking into our backyard to steal mangoes from our mango tree.
Do you still have the mango tree?
Yes, it's still half there in our backyard.
Come on, Nena. Let's steal some mango.
You just try. I still run as fast as ever. See if I don't catch you again and pull your pants off.
But I wear suspenders now, Mrs. Mendoza.
Oh, you rascal! Come with me to the kitchen.
Why? To pull my pants down?
No, idiot. I want you to help me carry something.
Aling Atang, don't prepare anything for us. We're not visitors and we're not hungry.
It's only orange juice, Nena. I was preparing some for Kikay. She takes nothing else in the morning. She says that in New York nobody eats breakfast. Come along, Totoy.
Well, Tony.
You shouldn't have come today, Nina.
Oh, why not?
I haven't talked to Kikay yet.
You haven't talked to Kikay yet? I thought you were going to come here and tell her everything last night.
I lost my nerve. I didn't come last night.
Oh, Tony.
Oh, Tony. Just ahead, Nina. Whoever heard of a man breaking off his engagement with a girl? It's not usual, and my God, it's not easy.
Are you in love with me or with Kikay?
Yes, I'm in love with you. I'm engaged to you.
Yes, and you were engaged to Kikay too.
But that was a year ago.
Oh, you wolf!
Nena, I'm in love with you. Only you.
How could you have the nerve to propose to me when you were still engaged to Kikay?
I wish I had never told you. This is what I get for being honest.
Honest? You call yourself honest? Getting me to fall in love with you when you still belong to Kikay?
I thought I didn't belong to Kikay anymore. It was just only a secret engagement anyway. I proposed to her before she left for America, and then when she had been there for a couple of months, she couldn't even answer my letters. And then I considered myself as a free man again.
And you proposed to me?
Yes,
And then asked me to keep our engagement a secret?
because right afterwards, I found out that Kikay was coming back.
Well, I'm getting tired of being secretly engaged to you. What fun is it being engaged to you if I can tell everybody?
Just give me a chance to talk to Kikay and explain to her everything. And after that, you and I will announce our engagement.
Well, you better hurry. I'm getting impatient.
The trouble now is how to talk with Kikay.
Why not?
Because you are here and Totoy is here, so you don't expect me to joke with Kikay in front of everybody.
I'll take care of Totoy.
Okay, that's good.
Just leave it to me.
Puto kayo dyan. Piliin na kayo ng puto.
Listen everybody, here comes Kikay, but she prefers to be called Francesca.
Oh, hello, darling people. Oh, Nena, my dear friend. How cute you become. And Tony, my little pal of the valley. How are you? And Totoy, my, how ravishing you look. Gosh. Goodness, you look like a Tondo super production in Technicolor. But sit down, everybody. Do sit down and let me look at you. Oh, Mopsy! Mopsy!
What's the matter?
How many times do I have to tell you, my dearest? Never serve fruit juice in water glasses!
I couldn't find tall glasses, you both home.
Oh, my poor little Momsy. She's so clumsy, no? But don't break your heart about it, dearest. Here, sit down.
No, I must go to the market.
Oh, Momsy, don't forget my slurry. I can't live without my slurry. I'm like a rabbit. Munch all day.
Well, if you people will excuse me, Tony, remember me to your mother.
Oh, and Momsy, remember, a little bloom on the lips and a little bloom on the chin.
Oh, Kikay, do I have to?
Again, Momsy.
Do I have to paint this old face of mine, Francesca?
But how dreadfully she puts it. Oh, Momsy, what are we going to do with you?
I give up!
Poor Momsy, she's quite a problem. Does anybody have a light? Merci.
Huh?
Merci. It means thank you in French.
Where's it?
Tell us about New York.
New York.
Oh, how long have you been there?
10 months, 4 days, 7 hours, and 21 minutes.
And she's still there in her dreams.
Yes, I feel like I was still there, as though I have never left it, as though I lived there all my life. But I look around me, and I realize that I'm not there. I'm not in New York. I'm here. Here! I'm home, they tell me. Home. But which is home for me? This cannot be home, because my heart aches with homesickness. I feel myself to be in exile. Yes, spiritual exile. My heart aches for its true home across the sea. Ah, New York.
I don't think we ought to be here at all, boys.
Yes, we shouldn't even store here.
and leave her alone with her memories.
It's the people we used to go to swing with the mad bodies.
Ah, New York, my own New York.
Listen, oh listen. Now in New York, it's springtime. It's spring in New York. The daisies are just appearing in Central Park and out in Staten Island. The grass is green again. Oh, we have a funny custom in New York. An old and very dear custom. When spring comes around each year, we New Yorkers, we make a sort of pilgrimage to an old tree growing by the Battery. Oh, it's an old tree. It's been growing there ever since New York was New York. And we New Yorkers, we call it our tree. Every spring we go down to say hello to it and to watch its first green leaves coming out. In a way, that tree is our symbol for New York. Undying, immortal, forever growing and forever green. Oh, but please, forgive me. Here I am being sentimental and just mooning away over things you don't have any idea about.
Oh, but I too. I understand perfectly. I feel about that way too. About our mango tree.
About what tree?
Our mango tree, Kikay. Have you forgotten about it? Where you and I used to go climbing up there every day and gorging ourselves on green mangoes? How our stomach ached afterwards, and then these bad boys would come and start shaking the branches until we fell down.
Aling Atang once caught me climbing that tree, and she grabbed my pants, and off they came.
And Kikay and me, we were rolling on the ground, simply hysterical with laughter. And Totoy, you kept shouting, "Give me back my pants! Give me back my pants!"
But wait a minute. What is this tree you're talking about?
Our mango tree, Kikay. The mango tree out there in your backyard.
Oh, that tree.
What's the matter, Kikay? Don't you feel the same emotion for the tree as you do in New York?
Of course not. They're totally, completely different. I don't feel any emotions to that silly old tree. It doesn't awaken any memories at all.
Well, it does. For me, and such a happy memory. I really must run out to the backyard and say hello to. You know, Kikay, over here in Tondo, we have a funny custom. An old and very dear custom. We make a sort of pilgrimage to a silly old mango tree growing in a backyard. And for us here in Tondo, the tree is our mango tree. In a way, it is a symbol.
Don't be silly, Nena.
Look who's talking!
Oh, you people can't understand at all.
Yes, of course. We haven't been there in New York.
That's it exactly. Until you've been to New York, you can't understand ever. Oh, believe me, not to have lived in New York is not to have lived at all. That tree of ours over there, it doesn't stand for kid stuff and childish foolishness. It stands for higher and finer things, for a more vivacious, a more streamlined, and a more daring way of life. It stands for freedom, and for the Manhattan skyline, and for the Copacabana, and for Coney Island in summer, and for Grand Stomp on Riverside Drive, and for Tuesday nights at Eddie Condon's with Wild Bill Davidson working on the trumpet of his. And for Saturday nights at Madison Square Garden with the crowds spilling all over the sidewalk, and for the nickel fare ride to Staten Island, and for the St. Patrick's Day parade down Fifth Avenue, and for all. Oh, it's impossible to make you see.
I still prefer for a tree that grows here in Tondo.
I second the motion.
So do I.
Oh, you funny children.
I really must go and say hello to our tree. You don't mind, Kikay, do you?
Of course not, child. Do go.
Totoy, will you come with me?
To the end of the earth.
No, darling. Just out there in our dear little backyard.
Oh, the backyard of Tondo, the barong-barongs of Paipao, the street of Sibaho.
Listen, idiot. Are you coming with me or not?
Anywhere, dream girl. Anywhere at all.
Apparently, our Totoy still has the most terrific crush on Nena. Do wake up, Tony. What are you looking so miserable about?
Kikay, I just don't know how to begin.
Just call me Francesca. That's a good beginning.
Listen, Kikay, there is something I must tell you. A very important.
Oh, Tony, can we just forget all about it?
Forget?
Yes, forget! That's the New York way, Tony. Forget. Nothing must ever be so serious. Nothing must drag on too long. Tonight, give all your heart. Tomorrow, forget. And when you meet again, smile, shake hands. Just good sports.
What are you talking about?
Tony, I was only a child at the time.
When?
When you and I got engaged. I've changed so much since then, Tony.
That was only a year ago.
To me, it seems like a century, Tony. So much has happened to me. I've become a completely different person in just 1 year. After all, what's a year? What's a person? Just relative terms. More can happen to you in just 1 year in New York than in a lifetime spent anywhere else. Do you know? I feel as if I've always lived in New York. In spirit, I am and have always been a native of Manhattan. When I first arrived there, I felt I had come home at last. It's my real home. Oh, listen, last summer was really hot. One of the hottest summers we ever had. I'd go riding on one of those double-decker buses just to cool off, and all those people from Kalamazoo and Peoria and other places like that would be wandering around the streets, sightseeing, you know, and I would be on top of this bus looking down at them and feeling very amused at the way they gaped at the skyscrapers and the way they gaped at the shop windows. But I'd be feeling very proud too because it was my city they were admiring, and I feel rather sorry for them living out in the sticks.
Listen, I don't want to talk about New York. I want to talk about our engagement.
And that's what we cannot do, Tony. Not anymore.
Why not?
Tony, you got engaged to a girl named Kikay. Well, that girl doesn't exist anymore. She's dead. The person you see before me is Francesca. Don't you see, Tony? I'm a stranger to you. We don't speak the same language, and I feel so much older than you. I'm a woman of the world. You're only a boy. I hate to hurt you, Tony. But surely you see that there can be between us would be a start of miscegenation. Imagine a New Yorker marrying a Tondo boy.
Now look here.
I'm sorry if I've hurt your feelings, Tony. I just wanted you to know that how ridiculous it would be to think that I'm still engaged to you.
I'm going to sit here and be insulted.
Shh, Tony, shh. Don't lose your temper. That's so uncivilized. People in New York don't lose their temper, especially in Atmund.
What do you want me to do? Smile and say thank you after slapping your face?
Yes, Tony. Be a sport. Let's smile and shake hands. And be just friends, huh? Be brave, Tony. Forget. That's the New York way. Find another girl. There are other girls in the Easters, as they say in Brooklyn. You find somebody else, someone more proper for you.
If you're ruining a woman,
Hold it, Tony. You must never hit a woman.
What's all of this?
Nothing at all.
What were you two quarreling about?
We were not quarreling. Tony and I just decided to be just good friends and nothing more.
Tony, is this true?
Yes.
Oh, good. Now we can tell them. Tell us what?
What's going on?
Tony and I are engaged.
Engaged?
Yes, we've been secretly engaged for a month.
A month? Why, you
I tried to tell you. I was trying to tell you.
you unspeakable cat!
Hey, careful there. You're speaking to my fiancé.
It's not your fiancé!
Oh no? And why not, huh?
Because she was still engaged to me when he got engaged to you!
Well, he's not engaged to you anymore. You just said so yourself.
Ah, But I didn't know about this business, this treacherous business. Oh, how shame of it! Getting engaged to you when he was still engaged to me. Do I look like the kind of girl who will let a man jilt her? Oh, you horrible, horrible monster!
Remember, Kikay,
It's uncivilized to lose one's temper. People in New York don't lose their temper. Not people on, Oman. Anyway,
I've never been so humiliated in my entire life. I'll teach you.
I told you to leave him alone. He's my fiancé.
He's not your fiancé. He's still engaged to me until I release him, and I haven't released him yet.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You're just being a dog in a manger.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself, stealing my man behind my back.
What? What did you say?
Totoy, fold him apart.
You keep out of this or I'll knock your head off.
Nako, lumabas yung pagkatondo.
Shameless hussy.
Man-eater!
How dare you suck her?
What? She hit me first.
Look what you have done to her.
Are you trying to defend her? You never defended me.
Shut up.
I hate you. I hate you.
Shut up or I'll bash your mouth off.
Hey, don't talk to Nena that way.
Hey, keep out of this.
He's more of a gentleman than you are. He defends me.
Keep your hands to take over.
I told you to keep out of this.
Oh, Totoy, you saved my life.
Tony, open your eyes!
Get away from her.
Totoy, take me away from here.
Do you still engage to him?
I hate him. I never want to see him again in my life.
Good, come on, let's go.
Hey,
Don't speak to me, you brute.
I wasn't talking to you.
Don't speak to me either. Because you insulted the woman I love.
Why? You never told me.
Well, now you know.
Congratulations.
Let's go, darling. I don't like the smell around here.
now you've ruined my life. I hope you're satisfied.
I have ruined your life. You ruined mine.
What you need is a good spunk.
Don't you come to me. You cut the boy.
Don't worry, I wouldn't come to you in 10-foot foot.
And I wouldn't even touch you with a 20-foot pole.
1 year, in just 1 year in New York, you have forget all of your old friends.
Just 1 year that I'm in New York, and what do? But when we got engaged, you promised to be true. That you would wait for me. And I believed you. I believed you. Oh, you're fickle.
What are you crying about? Be brave, forget, that's the New York way. Nothing must ever be too serious. Nothing must ever drag on too long.
Oh, Tony, I've been such a fool. I'm sorry, Tony.
Well, I'm not. I'm glad that I found out that what kind of person you are.
Oh, Tony, you're wrong. I'm not that kind of person at all.
And that silly dress.
Yes, Tony. I'm Kikay. Remember me? We used to go swimming together when we were kids. I'm back, Tony.
If I were right, I was engaged to a girl named Kikay.
Yes, Tony, and you are still engaged to her.
Welcome home, Kikay. How was the trip?
Horrible. I couldn't wait to get back.
Like it in New York?
Give me Tondo anytime.
Why you didn't answer my letters?
Francesca wouldn't let me, Tony.
That is the girl. I'm glad she's dead.
Francesca. Oh, Tony, are you still here? But Francesca, don't be angry. I couldn't find any salary.
That was Francesca, Atang. Francesca is dead. The girl before you is Kikay.
But Kikay is Francesca.
Oh no, Inay. I'm not Francesca. I'm Kikay.
I give up.
Sorry, darling. May I have this dance with you?
Delighted, madam.
This couldn't happen again.
I feel like I was just gonna go get it.
3, T-shirt, stars, 3, 2, 1, go. 2, 1, start. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, start. 3, 2,